people. Lost connection. All right. Off to a great start. All right, waiting for my connection to be better. There we go. Hello, Zoom, and whoever else is in the room. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Sending myself likes to boost the algorithm. You're free to join me. Tap the screen like a crazy fool and just keep tapping. You can tap forever. And apparently you can like yourself. You know, you gotta like yourself. Hello, YouTube. Coming to you live on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. Daniel Boyles, hello, how are you? I don't know if I know where you're from. Where are you from? Really shitty connection on TikTok. YouTube doesn't tell me how good my connection is, so hopefully it's good. George, you're always here. You're like always available, or I tend to go on at a time when you tend to be available. Virginia, right on, right on, right on. Uncle Birch coming to you live on YouTube and TikTok, coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living, and that's what people tend to want to talk to me about. We do this little thing called Ask Uncle Birch, where people ask me questions about witchcraft, and I answer them at the drop of a hat without being able to reference anything. It keeps my teaching muscles strong, and hopefully it's a community service in a place, so like over here on TikTok, in a place where they badly need that service, people to actually know what they're talking about with regard to witchcraft. Jody Whale, straight out of Texas. Hello, how are you? Phipps, evening back at you. Yeah, it's just getting there. It will probably piss down rain at some point during this broadcast. Have one of our epic storms. So hello, all you people on TikTok. Follow. If you're not following, follow. Like the thing by tapping the screen. Share the live if you can. Follow me if you're not following. I do my best work on lives. And I do it pretty damn often. So you also want to go to my profile, hit that little bell thing to give you notifications whenever I go live. I do have some flipping back and forth connection problem here that's pissing me off. Other than that, so hopefully it's not chopped up on your end, but my connection is going in and out. Hello, Morpheus. How are you? Where are you? Always like to hear where people are from. How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's not too hot for a change. We're in our rainy season, so it rains pretty much every day, a whole damn lot. Here is actually midnight, so yeah. Where are you at there, Phipps? I've been practicing for years, and it started a rather long program. Having trouble finishing. Well, sometimes you need to take a break. I've plenty of books I've put down, pick up another time, finish them another time. Courses not so much, but I was a terrible student in witchcraft. I rarely did my homework. Used to piss people off. Morpheus, California, right on. London, Kentucky. Hello, Kimberly here. Hopefully, let me know if the connection's too bad. I'll like switch connections if I have to, but it seems to be going from green to red over here. Virginia, hello, how are you? Big happy belated solar return to Marta. Oh, from Heather.
What?
Heather wished you a happy belated solar return.
Thank you, Heather.
Got some tips. How you doing, Uncle Birch? Always any good witchcraft beginner books, recommendations? Always love reading them. Yeah, you can. Probably easiest thing to do is Google me, bitch. Just Google Uncle Birch, and you'll find all my stuff. And one of the things that you'll find is my Amazon influencer page, where people always ask me this question. So one day I made a recommended reading list. And that stretched into various occult products. I've been in the occult business for as long as I've been in the occult, so I know all the reputable vendors out there and the ones that are not. So I even have like magical tools up there, oils, all kinds of stuff that I recommend. If I put it on the list, then I recommend it. Are you familiar with Enochian magic? Yes. I like Enochian magic. It's uses a lot of voice, and I am a singer, so yes. Um, God bless you all, and Goddess bless you. See you over here on YouTube. Okay, not missing anything on YouTube yet. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Um, I think I'm going to have to switch connections on YouTube, though. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, dog. Hey. Knock it off. Again, Uncle Birch, connection going in and out. Sorry about that pause there, YouTube. I was trying to get a better connection. You can help by tapping the screen to like it. Jesus is Lord. I don't have a Lord. Sorry about that. My gods do not lord over me. I knew I saw truth in you. Someone to be. Oh, right on. Ah, and you followed me. Very good. Yes, follow if you're not following. Um, Hopefully I'll get this connection working better.
Who are these people who have nothing better to do than talk to you about Jesus?
I know. Oh goodness, a holy roller. Yes, we have one. TikTok is choppy today. Yeah, it might not be just me. Oh, bye then. Oh, good. Are they leaving? I missed them. Oh, is it God bless? Maybe that's how they say goodbye. I don't know. Are you a freighter? No, I'm not. I've incorporated a lot of ceremonial magic into my practice, but not the initiated kind. Shared the live. Thank you for sharing the live. Such as it is. All right, so maybe it's not just me being choppy. I don't seem to be having a problem over here on YouTube. Um, that connection's staying pretty stable. Uncle Birch is on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously right now. Coming to you live from New Orleans. Hello, Riku Yabara. How the hell are you? Where the hell are you? I always like to hear where people are from. Heather just became the top one viewer. Woo! Heather sent a rose. Thanks for the rose. I actually sent out some roses myself today. All right, so hopefully the connection's not that bad, but I keep seeing that red thing. So, if you have questions about witchcraft, fire away. If you want to talk about Jesus, go ahead. I know more about Jesus than you do. And I know your Bible better than you do too. Guaranteed. I'm an old school witch, and we had to learn that shit to defend ourselves with. Hey, from South Carolina. Hello there, South Carolina. Have a blessed day. Jesus Christ loves you. Oh, well, that's great, because, hey, hon, Jesus was one of us, not one of you.
And we already know that he loves us.
Yeah, if that character existed, that character was a witch. That character, we know that if Jesus existed, he was an Essene. The Essenes believed in a god and a goddess. They practiced magic and herbal medicine. So, it's my pleasure. I keep hitting the screen. Okay, well, thank you. Keep hitting the screen. That's great. He absolutely was. Absolutely. If that character existed, he was doing our shit. And by the way, I always love telling this one to you because it blows your fucking minds and you really can't deal with it. In that book of yours, that Bible that you tote so fondly, well, we'll wait until we get a better connection. We're called wise in your book. All throughout the Bible, the word wise is used to indicate our people, not your people. I might even try and go on my... Okay, I'm going to try a different connection here. Hold on. All right. Well, I'll give that a minute, see if that's more stable than the other connection. Hey, it's yellow. That's progress, right? The Essenes mastered mysticism. Absolutely. Okay. You can stay. All right, well, I got a consistent yellow now. And, I do have to I pay for this unlimited data, so might as well use it when the internet's doing weird things. Many things are haunted in New Orleans, including the internet often. happens, especially like if you're in the French Quarter and stuff. Over here on YouTube, nobody's asking anything, so I haven't missed anything. All right. Well, let's see over on TikTok what people got to say. I'm a sorcerer in the Golden Dawn system. Not the David Griffin Golden Dawn system, right? Hopefully not. He's a buffoon. He's the self-appointed leader of the Golden Dawn. He sued his way into that position because he had a family member that was a lawyer that would file legal paperwork without charging him. Oh yes, ghosts. Yes, they do travel for the internet. Good. No David Griffin, and that Golden Dawn. No fascist people in Italy. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Google it correctly in this day and age, you run into Nazis. David Griffin, he's probably a Nazi too. Such an avid Trump supporter, he must be a Nazi. So you can help by tapping the screen like crazy and liking it. You follow if you're not following. The temple in SoCal, beautiful people. Well, the Thelemites that I worked with tended to be in SoCal in my youth. So may have run in. I don't know if any of those people are still alive. But yeah, I practiced with the OTO and the AT something. I don't know. Never specifically Golden Dawn, though. Hello, all you people jumping in. Always let me know where you're from. I always like to hear about it. I've never done a Monday afternoon, so I figured I'd jump out here. Because August is almost over, but my August class is open until the end of August. No matter when you join it, you get the classes that already came out. You can really, like, about every 2 months, I start another class. So if this isn't a good time for you, well, there'll be another time. Just on TikTok, you follow my link tree. Link tree says classes. You click on classes. That'll take you over to Gumroad where I have the classes. You need to sign up for the August 2022 level 1. Yeah, it's still there. But if you just follow me on Gumroad, you get a notification whenever I launch a new class. Fractal Reality Queen. Okay, you guys are talking back and forth. Okay. So I have an appointment every Thursday around that time. Yep, I know that too. Yes, level 2. I'm thinking October. October 1st, I'll launch the next level 1 and the next level 2. So give you a little time to prepare. Hello, mob enthusiast. Hello, Chico. I always tell Uncle Birch where you're from. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I teach witchcraft for a living. If I showed up in your For You page, that might say something about you. I don't know. I mean, we do get them Jesus freaks in here every so often, so I don't know if that really does mean anything. I don't have that kind of patience. Very good. Let me check over here on YouTube. Nothing going on YouTube. You people still there? It looks like you're still there. Just staring at me with nothing to say. So it seems the connection's stable. I just put this phone on my cellular data and that one on the Wi-Fi, and it seems to be sorting itself out. Will there be new videos in level 2? Yeah, if you're in level 2 tends to come out the later half of the month, and sometimes all the way to the end of the month. I don't know, some way that I set that up. I need to change that because I got a lot of people waiting. It's like, hey, no classes came out this month. It's like, well, the month isn't over yet. They're coming. I don't have the kind of patience. Oh yeah, I already read that. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Jaden, I think I just saw. SB, Jillian. Got people over here liking the live. I'm liking it myself. I grew up in the crap that was solitary. I'm learning now. Well, I guess technically I was solitary from 9 years old to 13 years old. Then everything changed. Damn, I keep pushing the wrong buttons. Yeah, I've heard that said about you, Heather. You're always pushing the wrong buttons. I'm just looking at all the people joining. I'm over here tapping the screen. Follow me if you're not following. This is, I have many accounts. This is Uncle Birch here. But then there's Uncle Birch 4. Tends to have different videos than Uncle Birch because I usually use that when I'm in TikTok jail. Uncle Birch 2 still exists, and that's older stuff, and I can't add anything more because I can't access the account. That's some weird other glitch different than being banned. I was suspended once and then just never able to access the damn account again. I was wrong until I moved to Southern California. Didn't realize you were wrong until you moved to Southern California. Yeah, well, I grew up in Southern California, and the eye of the cat in Long Beach changed my life, and I wasn't solitary anymore, or solitaire, however you want to say it. I accidentally hit the join the live. I was horrified for a moment. Oh, well, I didn't see that. I might have brought you on. And it was just what I learned from my grandparents and mom. Mine was a personal internal revelation that I hid from my parents because they were staunch Catholics. And I learned a very good lesson that witches should learn about those kind of people. Shut the fuck up. They won't get it. Don't try. May come a time you see their mind open and you might have a shot, but 9 times out of 10 they're just going to start lighting torches and chasing you around trying to burn you. So mine I just kind of sat with from 9 years old to 13. At that point I was led to the eye of the cat. And changed my life. We just finished Hex Fest here in New Orleans, and the daughter of my witch mother, the current owner of the Eye of the Cat, came to Hex Fest. It was in all my classes. It was weird. I got weird things pop up on the screen from TikTok. I don't know what that was about. Heather shared the live. Thank you, Heather. I haven't tried it in a while, but let me see if I can share it to Facebook. It wasn't letting me do that for the longest time. Let's see if TikTok actually fixed something. Oh no, they didn't. Oh yeah, I'm gonna remember my password and shit. Sure. That's just stupid. Uncle Birch shared the live. No, I didn't actually. I backed out of that. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. What do y'all got to talk about? This isn't all about me. You gotta have something to say. You people over there on YouTube as well. Last thing was Heather saying, "Oh goddess, a holy roller." Now Heather's over here. I went to NOLA on my 21st birthday. I wanted to return on my own terms. Yeah. I came here to teach Hexfest 2019. Hexfest is in August. By November, we were here looking for a house right around Thanksgiving. January, we were pulling up out front of the house. This town can grab a hold of you. It's not a bad thing. it can bring you back. Chandra's just working and listening. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully not disturbing your work. Layla joined. Hello. Let me know if you're where you're from. If I don't already know you, I tend to follow me if you're not following. Hit the little bell up by my profile where you can choose to get notified whenever I go live. I go live pretty often. I do some of my best work live. But that depends on you and the questions you ask, whether my work's going to be good or not. I'm listening for more tools for my bag of tricks. Bag of trick. You sound like one of my students. That's a term that I would use. My Uncle Rick was just in NOLA. He's given an award for from the Army vets. Oh, very cool. Lori just became one of the top viewers. Heather, she's knocked you out of your position, I think, man. You better start tapping. It's a like war, man.
Pick up the pace,
Yeah.
Heather.
Dream magic. I found sigil magic to be very effective for that. You make the sigil as normal and have that sigil be the last thing that you look at before you turn the lights out. Stick it under your pillow. Do that for a while. Eventually, you're going to want to burn that sigil. Could you talk about some you? Talk about myself? I'm not sure how to translate that. See if you can clarify, Snowman. Sound detection on PetCube camera. Yeah, I know, it's the fucking dog barking. Thank you for telling me that sound was detected on my camera. Some of your favorite fundamentals. My favorite fundamentals. Transformation. It's something that I was taught by my witch mother, and I took it to an entire other practice, levels beyond what was given to me, where I can take any energy that's sent at me, like right now, you are looking at me. I'm not just wasting my time here. I have this transformation shield thing set up. I transform all that energy into raw energy that I can use for whatever purpose I want. This has become an entire form of magic where I just set up the transformation, make a bunch of people mad at me on the internet, and then take all of their energy that they're throwing at me and throw it into the candle or whatever I'm doing. And they do the work for me. Having your haters manifest your will in accordance with your will is epic. I love when that happens. Small buttons. Yeah, I got you. Jade's transformation spell calls for a specific candle shape. Does that shape matter? No, that does not. Like all people of those generations, so she's probably calling for a star candle, which she's one of the few people I know still makes those anymore. But she, would refer to products in her spells that she makes. But you can use other things. You don't just have to use her products. But that was, it was a marketing thing that a lot of people did back in the day. And Ariva, probably the most widely selling witchcraft books of that era, was all about that. Everything in her books was a product that she made that you couldn't get anywhere else. So you had to buy it from her to do your magic. But if you actually learn magic, rather than just doing something out of a recipe book, well, you learn how to, use other things for that. And Anariva products were crap anyway. There's no herbs in them. It's like FD&C red #3 in fragrance. Can you talk a little bit about if you banish, you must invoke? Yeah, that's important. Nature abhors a vacuum. I just taught a whole class on the real laws of magic. And the real laws of magic are the laws of nature, laws of physics, these kinds of things. Laws that can be proven, observed. If you take something that Mother Nature is used to having and don't put something back in place of that, she will fill the hole with what she's used to having. Where this becomes really important is banishings and curse removals, cleansing houses, this kind of thing. If you do that and fail to put something back, the thing that you wanted to get rid of comes back. Usually you got about a week. And most witches in my day and age knew these rules. I think a lot of practitioners in this day know these rules too, but plenty of unscrupulous practitioners that do magic for other people will not inform them of these rules. And let's say you go to somebody to get a curse removed. They'll do the work. You feel fine. It was a success. A week later, it's all back exactly how it was before. And there you are, going to that person again, paying them again for another curse removal. You got to put something in its place. In a curse, what was the curse keeping you from? Was it blocking your money? Well, you want to do a money spell. Was it blocking your happiness? Bring happiness into your life. Love. Bring it into your space. Same thing when you cleanse a house. It's like, okay, you got rid of all the negativity. What would you like in the house? What was the negativity keeping you from? Even peace of mind can be a thing to bring into your house. But when you banish, you must invoke. We utilize this thing for many other types of magic. Sigil magic works on the same premise. We make the sigil, which is the entire sentence or the entire concept in a symbol. We concentrate on that symbol. We do our magic on that symbol. When we do that, we create the counterpart on one of the astral planes, the non-physical representation of the thing that the sigil is about. Once we've revved that up and given enough energy to that, we destroy the sigil, forcing that law of nature to move, forcing nature's hand. She has to do something. If we have done enough energy to create its counterpart on the astral plane, she has to move to bring its likeness down to this plane. It is our hope that it will be the object of our desire and that she just won't give us back another sigil, although I've never actually seen that happen. But that's chaos magic. We're using those laws in a different way, and we're forcing that thing to happen. Another place we see this is wart cunning. Wart cunning is herb magic on steroids. An entire philosophy behind wart cunning. When we take something from a plant, we give something to that plant. If we're harvesting some of that plant, we give something back to that plant, like water. Water with plant food in it. We're taking its essence. We need to give something back. So now that's the law of exchange. And the law of exchange is illustrating the same damn law, just in a different way. And anything that's really a law in magic, we should see repeated in many different areas. And that's when you banish, you must invoke. Witch out of the broom closet. Hey, how are you? Second, you work with pathogens, and you need to lower the pressure in a room. It's to have the air from outside pushing in. That's another angle to look at it. Yes. And in my day, all witches knew the same magical laws, and it wasn't the threefold law, and it wasn't the Wiccan Rede. We all were operating from the same basic structures of magic. It didn't matter if you were practicing hoodoo or anything else. Magic was magic. It had rules. We all knew them. Rules to make it work, not rules to keep you from doing stuff. Hello, YouTube. You guys still quiet over here? Yep, nothing from YouTube in a while, but quite a few people there. We're coming to you live on YouTube on one phone and TikTok on the other phone. Low tech. Interesting things. You can find I think you can find my YouTube in my link tree, but again, just Google me, bitch. Google Uncle Birch. You'll find me everywhere. Nature abhors a vacuum. Shoot, missed a few moments. Mom stopped by. What did I miss? When you banish, you must invoke. I ranted about that for 15 minutes or so. Okay, I'm just looking at the various screens, seeing if anybody's asking anything. Flynn, hello. Or Flyin, hello. I always like to know where people are from when they jump in if I don't already know where they're from. It's Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Yeah. I always forget to mention that I do readings like anybody else. I have had some openings lately. In that, you need to contact me at witchschool@gmail.com. witchskewl@gmail.com. Don't ask me to do one here. It's witchschool@gmail.com. witchskewl. No shade to those who do it, but I really have a problem with doing actual readings for people on a live. It's personal. It should be very personal. Um, when I do a reading, it's like a trip to the psychologist using tarot cards. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna dig up some stuff. You might cry. You know, I couldn't do that to people on a live in front of everybody else and charge them money for that. I know some people need to do that to drum up business, but if that's what I had to do to drum up business, I still wouldn't do that.
I would lose all of my respect for you.
All of it?
All of it.
Oh my God, that's a lot. Uncle B gave me a reading for my birthday. Freaking awesome. Yeah, I remember that. Only time you can have absolute void is going to be through overcharging the system. Oh yeah, Witch out of the broom closet, man. He takes it to a whole nother level. What about initiation? That's not a full question. Initiation exists. You can't have a closed practice that does not have an initiation process. Those are just the rules. You can argue all fucking day. The argument nowadays is that some people say that some forms of hoodoo have an initiatory process. If that is true, then those would be closed practices. However, the vast majority does not. And no, the vast majority of most folk magic does not have initiation, which invokes things that are not understood. Yeah, you don't want to invoke things that are not understood. Not going to have a good time. Initiation to the Circle A. One of those people. We are probably going to do that maybe around October. If we can figure that out. Got a lot of people who've been waiting for a while, but we had well, first of all, we have to do it remotely. We're not going to have hundreds of people come to New Orleans, and that's rather expensive. But then there's time zones. I have students across like 15 time zones in other countries and shit, and I think we're gonna have to break them down into
time zone groups.
Time zone groups. Thank you. That's a perfect term for them. Yeah, we're gonna have to break them down into time zone groups. And if you're gonna be in Circle A, well, you should be willing to get initiated at 3 in the fucking morning. Snowflakes, Jesus.
How badly do you want it?
How badly do you want it? Is there a difference between folk magic and hoodoo? No, hoodoo's African American folk magic. Yeah. It's just the magic of the folk. However, unless it pisses people off, I don't care. Mom used to say, my witch mother, that a witch is different than a folk magician. A folk magician tends to know what works. Often that was because somebody down the line once watched a witch do it and just wrote it down and repeats the steps. And it can work that way, sure. A witch knows why it works, how it works, how to stop it from working, and how to unwork it. Different. Witchcraft is a science. Folk magic is a bunch of folk beliefs thrown in a pile and people borrow whatever they want from the pile, basically. I just thought hoodoo was Southern magic. No, conjure is a little more malleable. Hoodoo would definitely be African American folk magic, but not necessarily conjure. There's a lot of African American folk magic that is conjure, but there's a lot of the Appalachian, Scots-Irish folk magic. Even Italian folk magic can be found in conjure too, so that's a little harder to pin down. Have I ever created a server? Yeah, I got a whole class the magical warfare
Got
building
a
an
whole class of servitors.
yeah, magical warfare building an army, or it might be spiritual warfare building an army. At some point, I changed the way I said that, but again, if you follow the link tree under my profile to where it says classes, you can sift through all of the classes there. And magical warfare building an army. I just taught that at Hexfest last weekend, actually. That helps things. Well, 2 weekends ago, actually. And a lot of you people were here. God, there was a lot of TikTok witches here for Hexfest. Which is great, because it shows that I did my job and brought more people here. Talk about the traffic servitor. You mean the parking servitor?
Probably squat.
Yeah, because the traffic servitor would be Eltserb. I don't know that I've ever taught that one. Squat.
That's my class's servitor.
Yes, yes. Squat. In the 1980s, the Isaac Bonowitz Coven in Berkeley built, it actually wasn't a servitor, it was an egregore. Egregores are for more than one person to use. And they built it as a god. They called it a god of parking, and they built it with the ability to enhance its own abilities and acquire new abilities. And basically, it was open-ended. It was built to become an urban god, and worked great. Squat, find me a spot. It's like Rochambeau. And I remember learning this. Then around Halloween one year, they went and interviewed the witches from Enchantments in the East Village in New York. And she actually did this. Like we didn't have the squat, find us a spot. She was doing squat, find us a spot. So back in the day, the sacrament of squat was to fill people's parking meters before they would get a ticket when their parking meters expired. Then squat traveled all the way to the East Coast, developed hand gestures on its own. It grew those. And then a book called Urban Primitive came out, which has 3 urban gods and 3 urban goddesses, which are actually egregores, but worshipped for so long, they became gods and goddesses. And one of them was Squat. Now in this book, Squat was female, a goddess, a large, robust goddess, and new abilities. Squat can also find you a place to squat your butt, a house. Not necessarily a squat, hopefully, but a place to live. A housing deity. Those are rare. And I'm trying to get you 10,000 likes. All right, keep going, Heather. Having a like war over here. And then Squat also developed new sacraments. That's Squat now. When you're looking for a parking spot, in the name of Squat, tell dirty jokes and limericks. We know one limerick. Marta's the one that knows it, and so I'm usually driving, so she's in charge of.
It's any limerick.
Yeah, any limerick, but she's in charge of doing the limerick while I look for the parking spot. And Squat's always been powerful. As a god, as a goddess, Squat has always worked for me. So that's Squat. You can read the book Urban Primitive. It's a fascinating book. Good question. You have to tell him a dirty joke is payment, right? Yeah, sacrament. For everything that's taken, something must be given. Looking at our little, we have a pet lizard. We have a lot of millions of fucking lizards, but there's one that has chosen this table and these chairs as his territory.
Lenny,
and he jumped on Marta's lap the other day to get a fly. So he's our friend Lenny. If he comes around, I'll try and show him to you. In a morning. Okay, in a morning. Thank you for following user 4682029805647. Love reptiles. Oh, we love this plate. There's so many. We get little tiny ones. I think it's hatching season. There's lizards this fucking big. I have a gecko in my house about that big, and I got a little green one about that big who's decided to hang out on the windowsill, which is where a lot of, when the sun's shining on it, that's where a lot of flies and bugs like to congregate. So it's like, you know what? Motherfucking mosquitoes here and all the other bugs, I would gladly let lizards run all over the damn house, man. As long as they keep eating bugs, they're cool with me, man, and they're cute. Who provides your hair upkeep? Oh, that's me. I don't trust anybody with my hair.
You do all of our hair.
Yeah, I do. Actually, yeah, I've been cutting everybody's hair, but I take this shit right here, I put in a ponytail, and I shave all of the remaining shit. Usually missing some shit in the back. It takes me a few days to get all the spots that I
my
miss.
stylist last week told me you did a great job.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, her hair is more complicated. It's
and you
girl
did a
hair.
great job.
Mm.
I went to get my hair colored, and she was like, I don't even have to do anything with the cut.
And then if this part gets too long, I just put it in ponytail and chop off the remainder. Lizards are a good omen for me personally, amphibians too. Yeah, they're just, this time of year, they're just fucking nuts. And they're anoles. They're smaller than regular lizards. We have regular lizards too, but then we have these anoles. They're little tiny things.
Hexfest people were commenting on them.
Yeah, but I've even seen geckos that size. So I don't know if anole is a species or just a size of lizard. I don't really know. I thought it was a specific species of lizard, but I don't know. How do I dispose of hair clippings? Usually burn them.
Sometimes we throw them in the trash.
Sometimes I throw them in the trash. As long as nobody digs through my trash, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's see, YouTube. YouTube has nothing to say. Bunch of you there, over there. I guess you're just enjoying the conversation, but the table's shaking. Just the nose are Amelia of lizards. Okay. So what about the little tiny gecko? I mean, those just baby geckos? And they're a trip. Like I had a baby gecko on a window, and they change color. And damn it, that guy wasn't almost see-through. It's like it was beyond just white. It's like he looked like translucent somehow. You did it. You did 10,000. Oh my God, Heather, nice job. 10,000 likes. Woohoo! Yeah, like it. You can help by liking the screen. It brings more people here. Follow if you're not following. I do a lot of my best work live.
Yeah, baby.
I had to leave and come back in order to comment. Oh, really? There's a limit? Oh, Hexfest was epic. Where the hell were you? So many TikTokers here. I've met Zephyr Green for the first time. Zephyr Green is now, his account's been banned for being under 13 years old. Guy's like a full beard and shit. Like, TikTok, I don't even think humans look at, when people report you anymore.
You met Attitude Caffeinated.
Attitude Caffeinated. There were several people that I didn't.
Spirit Witch. Well,
Spirit Witch, we already knew her.
Yeah.
Just TikTok people that knew me from TikTok, but they weren't like. One guy was a guy was following, but I didn't recognize him until I got home and looked at my phone. We have Mediterranean geckos. They're invasive here. Yeah, I think the anoles are too. They came over in some plants or something. Didn't you have a story about that? How the anoles got here?
I don't think it was the anoles. It was some other thing that I don't remember right now. But it wasn't the anoles.
Yeah. And yeah, I think they're invasive, but so are the bugs. Mosquito season's
We'll take them over the bugs.
Yeah, I every time I see one, they're getting something. They're getting a fly, they're getting a bug, they're getting a mosquito.
They even eat termites.
Even eat termites, which we don't want termites either. So there are a lot of them under the house. Hopefully they're getting fat. Do you hold at the same time every year? About this year, I just filled out my contract. I think it's the 11th to the 13th. So it's through Sunday. So I think it's shorter. I think they shortened the next Hexfest by a day. I don't know why. I am um, I am working on getting some TikTok people on the lineup for Hexfest, and I have an open ear. Christian Day listened to me. He did not argue with me, and that's always a plus. If you just if he actually listens and doesn't argue with you, you can he's got an open mind. But I just tried to say to him, it's like, look, you're always trying to get these big name authors here, and there's a whole world of witchcraft out there, big name witches or big name pagans, however you want to say it, that are not authors. They have published nothing, and some of them that don't intend to. We got the millennial witches and stuff, but there's a whole world of witches out there that are being overlooked just because they haven't written a book, which is, unfortunately, an archaic form of communication. It seems to be going the way of the dodo bird, which is a shame. I love books. Um, uh, Meeting when there, I feel like, yeah. Okay, I think I already told you that. Some of the people we met. My goal is to visit Hexfest. Well, you definitely should come to Hexfest, man. I'm only teaching one class this next year. I believe it's Magical Warfare Parabellum. That's going to be epic. I just thought it up, but I have a whole year.
People, they want sex and violence.
They do. The sex
Those
magic
were
and the
your-
magical
your
warfare
busiest classes.
were the busiest classes.
And I called it.
Yep. And the one that wasn't about that, there was like 3 or 4 chairs that nobody was sitting in. Oh,
I mean, there was still
spilling the
there
champagne.
was still
Nice.
people, but not. It was a little bit more empty.
Yes. Writing a book about studying and practicing. Well, I have a student that took my class and transcribed it, and I'm thinking about just publishing that. Because I'm the kind of guy I need a scribe. Even on TikTok, if I type something to you, I'm probably gonna piss you off. Probably just gonna piss you off. And when I type stuff to people, I piss them off. I'm really short and curt and to the point, and that's not how you write a book. But when I talk, I have a lot to say. Who are you trying to get? I'm not gonna let that out yet, but I have dropped one name to him so far. But and when he hesitated for a minute, I go, look at me. I'm one of your best presenters, quite frankly. I know of at least 21 people that I brought specifically. They specifically came to Hexfest to see me, and most of them were from TikTok. Probably about 15 of those were students, but still, I was a draw, and I am not a published author. He had faith in me in 2019. I've been at every Hexfest since, and I just filled out my contract for next year's Hexfest. So I'm proof that can be done. I am. You TikTok witches, some of you just don't realize, man. I'm an OG internet witch. I'm way back during YouTube. Yeah, I had a MySpace, but I don't think I did anything witchy on there. I don't even remember my MySpace, but yeah, I've been teaching on YouTube for 15 years or so. Then TikTok came along, so I'm teaching on TikTok and YouTube, and Instagram, Facebook, Discord. Haven't done a whole lot with the Discord. I'm going to encourage my viewers to share my live while I refill my wife's cup.
Thank you. I love when you refill my cup.
Yes, I'll tell you guys a joke about it.
Thank you, honey.
I hope you enjoyed looking at actual nature. And I'm back. And Attitude Caffeinated shared the live. Hey, we just mentioned you. Were you here for that?
Attitude caffeinated. Woo!
So yeah, you can help by tapping the screen. Heather got us up to 10,000 likes. Yes. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. YouTube, you people are just quiet over here. I can see y'all there. You're just staring at me, I guess. I guess the TikTok conversation's enough for you. Rich joined. Hello, Rich. Let's see. Who are you trying to get to present? Yeah, I have a few people in mind, but they gotta, thing is, and I understand, it's not all about numbers. I've had very large accounts, several of them, and then they get banned, and I have to start over again. But there are some creators that have avoided that. But for me to convince Christian Day to take on an unknown to Hexfest, they have to have large numbers. It is about size. So, hundreds of thousands is good. Add to Caffeinated said, "Hey Marta, been here for a while, and I heard my shout out."
Oh.
Good. Yes, a lot of TikTok witches. I mean, hell, man, them TikTok witches just descended on this town, and I'm sure even the ones that I didn't know, they heard about Hexfest from me because, okay, or the Spirit Witch, because she did talk about Hexfest on one of her videos too, but she was here too. That's one I'll probably try and get on there. Gareth Hughes joined through invite. Ooh, thank you for inviting people. Attitude Caffeinated. Sounds like rain.
Yep.
I don't think it's really making it through the trees yet, but it's up there doing its thing. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Cigarette got a little bit lit. Well, if people have questions, something you want to talk about, you have to do your part here. Love to take her class. Can't wait to get back to Hexfest. Yes. I'm also going to try and do the same thing for WitchCon. It's always looking for new blood. And, as far as these, people not being published, well, the guy owns a publishing company, Warlock Press, so, they could end up being published authors if they do well at Hexfest. But then Witches Fest is coming too, and that's way bigger. But it's online. You don't come to New Orleans. I mean, you could come and do it from New Orleans if you really wanted to. But and that one's the biggest magical convention in the damn world, pretty much. Hello, YouTube. Since you guys don't say anything over here on YouTube, I have to remember to, acknowledge you. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok, so if there's something that I say in the live that was, useful, you want to remember it or something like that, you just jump over to my YouTube and it'll be there forever. TikTok, they just kind of go away. Yeah, well, I don't know if you heard it before, Attitude Caffeinated, but it looks like it's scaled down Hexfest for this next year. It's Friday and Saturday. So it's the 11th to the 13th. New witch blood. Always got to have new blood. I don't want to keep hearing these old farts. They've been teaching forever. With all due respect to my elders, a lot of them are just teaching the same shit. Same old boring Witchcraft 101 crap. I came here to Hexfest. I taught 3 classes of magical warfare my first time. Because I figured I had to come with my strongest shit, and it worked. And I thought it was just Hexfest, but now there's other festivals where I see people doing magical warfare, even to the extent of quoting Sun Tzu in their classes. And I'm hoping I had some sort of influence there. Hello, TikTok. We're coming to you live from New Orleans. Follow me if you're not following. I do my best work live, and click on that little bell up by my profile so you get notifications, know when I go live. My August 2022 class is still open to join. Will be till the end of August. And I usually start another one every 2 months based on the demand we have these days. But you can find that in my link tree. Under my profile, and it'll say classes. You click on that, that takes you over to the thing I got YouTube. That takes you to gumroad.com/witch school. WITCHSKEWL. I was kind of thinking, can I put my link tree on my YouTube profile? I've never seen anybody do that, but it seems possible. I'm going to try and do that. Then I don't have to spell out WITCHSKEWL to you people all the damn time. Heather joined. Did you have to join again to do more likes? That's cool. We're at 10.5 thousand likes now. Okay, we're going to stare at each other now. What do you people want? What do you want to talk about? Had some good questions so far. Yes, you did. Oh, wow. Oh, it occurs to me that the dogs are going to get antsy right about now. It's dinner time, so I'm probably maybe 20 minutes. And because if it's dog feeding time, then that means it's time to make food for the kid. Me and Marta got a lot of sushi left. You got some pokey.
I only have a few rolls.
Okay.
But I was gonna eat the ribs and the edamame.
And the pokey. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's pokey. I forgot. Okay.
Uh-oh. Wow. My phone just shut down.
Why?
All right, YouTube, you're all alone. It overheated. Does not.
From what?
It doesn't feel hot.
It's not hot.
Yeah. That's some weird shit.
It's not hot at all.
Not hot. Well, damn it, YouTube, you better step it up. Talk about something. That's funkified. It feels kind of warm, but... Well, I guess we're just going to sit here waiting for the YouTube people to talk about something. How odd. Cancel. I guess when your phone's overheated, you can still make an emergency call, but that's about all you can do.
It's just so weird.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I don't know if anybody's still there. Oh yeah, looks like somebody. I don't know what you were staring at all this time. The screen's still kind of frozen, but it does look like I'm live again. Say something if I am, y'all. My phone shut down because it overheated. It's like not even hot. Okay. Yeah, frozen here too. Yeah, it was weird. It shut down because it was overheated. Last time it did that, I stuck it in an ice box, cooled it down. This time I just unplugged it and it seems to be back. The connection sucks though. Yeah, my connection sucks. And then in the interim, these YouTube people over here were boring. All right, well, I'm probably going to finish this and get out of here. I got to go start feeding hungry mouths. Lost connection. Wi-Fi. There we go. As YouTube said before, that's what happened. It's really weird. It's not that hot, but I was charging my phone while using it, so I guess that was just too much for it to take. But I'm probably going to get out here pretty soon anyways. Finish this smoke. See if any parting words from you people. Thanks for letting us know. Switch needed to. Oh, is it still frozen on your end? That's weird. Okay, well, now we're going back and forth with the losing connection thing, so I think TikTok's just trying to tell me, hey, you know what? It's enough. So, if you can still see me on TikTok and over there on YouTube, as our ancestors used to say, to remind us of the troubled times through which they have come and the breadcrumb trail that they left you to follow in the ways, merry meet, merry part, merry meet again, y'all.